Let me paint a little mental image for you. There's a boy who's probably like 9 or some shit, and the only thing that he had to worry about at the time was what Geronimo Stilton book he was going to read, or whether he was going to have pizza for lunch the next day, only to find out that he was actually just going to have some lettuce that was probably older than him, pudding that tastes like dirt, and chocolate milk. Now imagine this little naive boy who's in love with mysteries and the supernatural, and showing him ghost hunting shows. Oh boy, that'll make an interesting human to me. I'm the boy I was talking about. Ever since I was a young boy, I enjoyed watching these ghost hunting shows. And now, grown up, depressed, and burnt out, I'm still drawn to these shows. And I think that it's more than just the fact that I love spooky shit. Spooky shit rocks. Ghost hunting shows are fascinating in their own right, but also they're just bad. I don't know why they're bad. Here are a few examples. Taps is about a group of plumbers who also hunt for ghosts. I can't make this shit up, really. This is like if the Mario Bros started hunting for ghosts instead of just it being Luigi. Then you got Taps. This show went on for 13 whole seasons, and it's still going on. And apparently, from all the research that I did, which definitely wasn't just reading the Wikipedia page for the ghost hunters, this was one of the first shows that popularized the whole ghost hunting field on television, but everyone thought it was just pseudoscience. And boy, they were not far from the truth. This show usually just consisted of them plumbing, and they work at Roto-Rooter, and then at night they would go and investigate ghosts. And I don't know why, when I was a kid, I never thought when did they sleep? If they do this all day, every day, I don't think they're seeing ghosts. I think those are called visual and auditory hallucinations. A lot of the time they would show the people who called them to investigate the footage that they found. And almost all the time it's nothing, or like just a bunch of white noise in the background, and they would fucking cry, and I don't know why they were so emotional all the time. Ghost Adventures has a whopping 19 seasons, and it makes sense why people think that they're faking it all. The host, Zach Bagans, has like no personality and sounds like a monotone Chad the whole time.
And follow guests back to their rooms and attack them.
He's also a little bitch. He claims to have asthma and is like super sensitive to ghost stuff or something. I don't know, he's just all over the place. Also, for only being on TV for 12 years and already having 19 seasons, it makes sense that they're desperately trying to stay relevant. Enough to make a spin-off show titled Ghost Adventures Quarantine, premiering on June 11th. An unfortunate title now that quarantines are lifting in a lot of places. So, good on them. Good job, you guys. I don't have much to say about this one. Zach swears that he sees a bunch of shit and this whole show is just a ploy to get people to visit where they ghost hunt. It's reality TV, get used to this. But I'll get to there soon. But before we talk about network TV... Alright. Listen, BuzzFeed sucks, but they come out with some banger quizzes like make a sandwich and we'll tell you which Shrek character you are. Thanks, Chloe Alexander. But they did one thing right, and it was probably by complete accident. That was BuzzFeed Unsolved. Now, this is a show that's a lot more entertaining than all the other ghost hunting shows that we've talked about, and here's why. It's not television, it's online. They can do whatever the fuck they want and talk about shit that you can never talk about on TV. Shane and Ryan also have this chemistry between them that just makes the show so much more entertaining. It's like when you argue with your friends. It's all fun and games, but deep down inside, you question your friendship. But it's actually fun to watch, so I don't have much to say about it, or I don't really have a lot of jokes, because they have some pretty memeable moments and some hilarious dialogue between them. And that's mainly just what carries the show, the dichotomy between the two. Rooster Teeth funded a show hosted by Jeff Ramsey called Haunter. Originally called Achievement Haunter, it's basically a run-of-the-mill ghost hunting show, but with some pretty creative takes, like the fact that it's hosted by gamers. So, very minority based. So when they give the backstory to the place that they're gonna investigate, they have some pretty funny and cool skits, which I would much rather watch compared to Zach Bagans reading a Wikipedia page with random B-roll that has nothing to do with what he's talking about. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Also, their approach while filmmaking is pretty interesting as well. Like I said, it's much better than the first two shows, similar to why BuzzFeed Unsolved is so popular. The internet. You can say whatever the fuck you want online, you have a lot more creativity in what you make. And it's usually just what makes these shows so entertaining, which leaves me with nothing to add. And that's bad for business. So let's talk about what the fuck makes these so fucking bad. What are the odds that the room that the hunters hear something in just so happens to be where Old Man Johnson died in 1917? It's not a coincidence, I'll tell you right now. Almost every episode of these shows has some kind of proof on ghosts. I know that for a fact, not every single one of them is accurate. You can't put data and science in an area of belief and faith. Here's a list of everything that every ghost hunting show has. No exceptions. I gotta blame Taps for this one because they were too busy fixing faulty water heaters in the day to hunt ghosts while the sun is up. Everyone knows that ghosts are more active at night, right? It just makes the most sense because they're spooky. Which is funny because literally almost every testimony from the people who work at the place that they're investigating saw ghosts sometime in the day. Also, it's like super hard to see everything, so they're always bumping into shit. Maybe that's the sounds you hear in the middle of the night, guys. Here's a fun idea for a drinking game. I don't drink. I'm not allowed to drink. I'm not of age. But for you guys, this is just for you guys. It's a little fun drinking game. Take a shot every time someone says these words. Oh my god, did you hear that?
Hey, was that you?
Whoa, guys.
Was that door always open?
What did that say?
Oh my god, I just got the chills.
Guys, I don't think I can stay here any longer.
Oh my god, the EMF is off the charts, guys. Here's some new tech we got.
It's all the same every episode. So why are they so scared over even the smallest piece of evidence? That's their job. They're looking for ghosts. They have no excuse to be scared. Here's a list of all the tech in every single show that you'll ever see. An EMF reader. It's the same model per show. I think they share it with each other. Like, oh, it's my turn on the EMF reader. A thermal camera. If this was actually proof of ghosts, we wouldn't have these shows. I think that's just what makes this so funny, is that they always act like they have proof on ghosts almost every show, yet they're still looking for them. They're basically looking for the end of their career. Once you prove that ghosts exist, now what? What will become of your show? A spirit box, also known as a McDonald's drive-thru speaker. What are they hoping for? The ghosts to make an order?
Yeah, I'll have a number 4.
Sometimes they also use the Kinect for some reason. I'm not sure which one came first. The scene from Paranormal Activity with the Kinect catching a ghost, or ghost hunting shows using it. Either way, the Kinect sucks. If you can't trust it when you're playing Kinectimals, then you're not gonna... You're gonna trust it to find ghosts? Also, Kinects are a scam. Just watch Eddie Burback's video on that. Now, there's a reason why I didn't really talk about the online shows as much as I did the TV shows, and that's because of the expectation of professionalism. Online shows are meant to be about people that you're watching rather than the actual ghost hunting that they do. This is always more of an afterthought. But the shows on cable are just glorified commercials for risk takers to stay the night where Old Man Johnson died so the hotel gets some cash. And that's where my heart gets tugged at a little, because when it comes to ghost hunting shows, I love investigations and ghosts and shit, but obviously I can't quite connect to those who do actually ghost hunting because they have no personality. But maybe that'll change. Hopefully there's some kid out there that's watching BuzzFeed Unsolved and wants to start making a ghost show like I did. And I'm guilty of doing these things too, and I still plan on making ghost hunting content once I have the time and resources, because as a kid these shows influenced me, which is why I hope that if a kid out there gets some inspiration to make one of these one day, they might change what makes ghost hunting shows altogether, make it better somehow. But that just might be my wishful thinking. We like to watch other people get scared. It's also a great way to get into the Halloween spirit or just spook your friends a bit. And watching these made me a little nostalgic as well. Who knows what the next batch of ghost hunting shows will bring. Hopefully, it'll value creativity and humanity over technology and editing. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I know everything's fucking bonkers outside right now, but I hope you guys are all staying safe. Here at our channel, we support the Black Lives Matter movement, and we also hope that you guys are helping the families that are dealing with police brutality and people's misuse of power. So I really hope that you guys support them. There are some links in the description. Stay safe, please, and always, wash your hands, all that kind of stuff. Okay, bye. I'll see you. Bye.